Look at this little number. Aren't those the cutest summer PJs you've ever seen? The pattern is free, the instructions are glorious, but they're in French. This is Le Pyjama by designer Anad. And in a series of videos, I'm going to walk you from the downloading of the pattern all the way up to the finished product. In the description below, you will find some useful information and some links to tutorials. This is a pretty detailed sew-along video, but it's not a tutorial, so I'm not showing detailed steps. There are many well-made and well-lit tutorials out there. We cut the ribbon for the finishing of the side slit, and we're going to apply it. Fold it in half because you want to mark the center. And that center will contre-envers sur l'intérieur du top, le bord bas du biais doit se trouver sur les repères de la fente. Okay? So the way you want to place this, so see where the slit is opening up? You want this to be where there's a seam. And the bottom edge of your ribbon needs to correspond with where the slit begins. And the middle fold we just created will line up on the seam. And then you want to unfold that. So line it up so that the slit begins right, I don't need to hold it. The slit begins right below my ribbon. My ribbon is perpendicular to the seam and it's centered. Then what we want to do is to stitch this ribbon in place along the seam line. So now we have our slit with the whiskers here. So then you fold this down and then you want to stitch this down the side of the slit as a reinforcement. You want to trim that ribbon just shy of the needle that we put, the pin that we put at the 3 centimeter mark. And then another thing is when you are stitching the ribbon, you want to put your line of stitching, I think a few millimeters. Yeah, you want to put your line of stitching quite close to the, that's tricky, I'll have to pin it, but you want to put your line of stitching quite close to the edge of the slit, as close as you can get it. And this is my little trick. Once you trimmed one of them, I think it should be obvious, but sometimes I don't find the obvious things. To trim the other one, fold your ribbon in half, trim the other one to the same, just so that it's even. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and pin each and stitch. Then to get your bias tape to stay put, you want to stitch all around where it's flapping. So just all around the outline of, well, it's not bias tape, all around the outline of the ribbon. All right, we're now on step 4, and that is to work on the straps. What we want for the straps is to cut 2 ribbons. You want your ribbons to be about 1 meter long, which is like a yard. which is perfect because that's what my length of fabric is. It's a yard, it's a meter. And then you want them to be 4 centimeter wide. The method I like to use to cut straps is very obvious. Maybe it's a common method, but I haven't seen it like featured a lot. Maybe because it's too obvious, they think everybody's going to do it this way. But to obtain long ribbons like that, I fold my fabric, and you want to fold it such that, like, this is my salvage, my salvage edge right here. So I have one edge that I know is straight. Doesn't have to be this your salvage edge. You just need to know. You can also trim it if it's not straight. Trim it straight, following the straight of grain. And I think this is all going to go in. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just keep the salvage edge. And then we want to measure 4 centimeters. And I'm going to mark that. And cut. I think we need two, deux bandes, yes. So you do want your two straps, 4 centimeter wide and a meter long. I managed not to make them very straight, so let's cut that again. And then what I like about this method that she uses is the quick and dirty one. I hate turning straps inside out. I don't know if you've done that. I've worked on pretty thin ones, and I know there are tools and methods, and I've used a number of them, but it's always a slow process. No, so for this one, we're not going to do that. We're not turning anything inside out. So what we're going to do is, so you want to turn those with the wrong side facing up. And we're going to do some origami. These are going to end up being 1 centimeter wide, but essentially they fold towards the center. And then, kind of like bias tape, double fold bias tape. Fold them towards the center and then fold again. And then we'll get a little strap that's 1 centimeter wide, and we're gonna stitch it, just top stitch it. Quick and dirty job. I'm all for it. So I'm actually gonna do this as my ironing board. So this is origami, you guys. So fold in half, press it. So now you have a crease in the middle, and then bring the edges towards that crease on both sides, just shy of the crease, so that you don't have anything bulky when you fold it over again. Then press. So I will bring back my my skinny band here, and then top stitch. We'll continue next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.